Welcome to the Free Super Tips Premier League Tipping Challenge, and this week's guest, no other than Neil Ruddock.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Glad to be here.
Up for the challenge?
Always up for a challenge.
Yeah. Right, now we're sat a bit close, so I don't want no dirty tackles.
No, you're all right. Who's
right?
your two do you support, by the way?
Manchester United.
Oh,
as you can tell by the southern accent.
There's going to be trouble. Yeah, if you're from Brighton, are you then, obviously?
Right, so we're going to get started. I want the viewers to stay tuned for the Wolves-Tottenham preview, because we've got a good competition we're going to do there, and we've got a signed Wolves shirt.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, but we're going to get started with Bournemouth versus Manchester United. On to Saturday, 12:30, and we've got Bournemouth versus Manchester United. Now, Bournemouth, Eddie Howe, he's got them playing out of their skin. 6 in the league, a miracle, really, for them. They've only lost 2 league matches. Yep. There's only 4 teams in the league scored more than them. And when we look at Manchester United, as I said, I'm a United fan. Now, obviously, we're not playing great, but we don't seem to have a lot of trouble scoring. We've got enough forward, talent to always register a goal. Yep. But there's only 4 teams in the league who have let in fewer than United. You wouldn't think that with Jose.
No.
So for us here, what we like is over 2.5 goals.
Yes.
And anyone that likes a correct score, we're actually going to go with Bournemouth 2-1.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think it's one of those games you can go either way. I think, as you say, Eddie Howe's done a tremendous job there. Jose seems to be under a lot of pressure, but the way they played against Chelsea away from home last week, I think they, as soon as Man United go 1-0 down, they look a better team. So I'm going to go for a Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2.
Saturday tea time, we've got Arsenal versus Liverpool. Without doubt, this is the match of the weekend, Razor.
Yes.
Now, Arsenal, they're unbeaten in their last 8.
Yes.
They're definitely playing better now.
Yeah, but who have they played? Who have they played?
That's what I was going to touch on. The fixtures have been very kind to them of late. Have. The only 2 times they've played what we call the Big 6, they've lost earlier on in the season. And Liverpool, they've got it all over the place. They're up front, they're top 3, Virgil van Dijk at the back. There's no weaknesses now with that Liverpool side. So we're quite confident of a Liverpool win. Arsenal also, they haven't beaten Liverpool in the last 6 Premier League matches between the 2. Okay, yes. So we're all out. Liverpool win, and we're going to go for 2-1.
Oh, I agree with the 2-1 score there, basically because I think when teams come at Liverpool, they're a better team. They're so quick on the attack. They've got a great back 5 that stay there. So I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Arsenal got attack, and Liverpool are much better when teams come at them. So it's for me, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I love my Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool.
One of your old clubs.
Come on.
Saturday, 7:45, we've got Wolves versus Tottenham.
Bad kick-off time, 7:45.
It is, but viewers, take a look at that. If you're a Wolves fan, specifically, this is a signed shirt from when they won the title last season. So all the players that were there. I think
the Wolves kit is one of the best kits.
It is, isn't it?
It's a lovely kit, Wolves.
Now, we've got 2 of these shirts to give away and 3 footballs. Yeah. Okay, so competition, keep your eyes out on that. It'll be on Twitter and we'll announce the winner next week. But you could win that. It's in the description on YouTube. Okay, let's move on to the match itself. Wolves versus Tottenham, as we've said. Now listen to this stat. I think you'll like this one. All right. Wolves, since the opening fixture where they drew 2-2 with Everton, since then they've played 11 matches in all competitions, if you include the Carabao. Not one of those games has there been more than 2 goals.
Seriously?
Yeah, how about that one? So they don't.
Can you say that again? Not one of those.
Not one of their last 11 games in all competitions has there been more than 2 goals in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. And add to that, Tottenham's last 3 Premier League games have all ended 1-0. So you can see where we're going with this. Not many goals in this, and our bet is under 2.5 goals. Yeah. Okay. For a correct score, we like 1-1.
Yep.
What about yourself?
Well, I think they're 2 of the best footballing teams. I think they're both going to try and score goals. They're not the sort of teams that sit there and want to nick a draw away from home or nick a draw against a team that are a good team like Tottenham. So I think it's going to be very, very close. I'm going to go 1-0 Tottenham away win.
Another one of your old clubs for a win, eh?
Another one of my old clubs for a win.
Sunday, 4 o'clock, and we've got Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
Yes,
Chelsea.
Another one of my old teams, Palace. There's a few, isn't there?
We could go on and on with that one, right? So Chelsea, they've only conceded 7 goals this season. Only 2 teams conceded less. I go to quite a lot of the Chelsea games because my son supports them, so I take him. Everything's happy there now with Sarri. They look a happy team.
They're looking good.
Listen, I've got another good stat for you here for Crystal Palace, right?
Go on.
They've only scored 7 goals this season in the league.
Yes.
3 of those were Zaha and 2 were penalties. So they've only scored 2 goals from the rest of their team that weren't spot kicks out of 10 matches.
Wow.
So they're struggling in front of goal. Chelsea have won 10 of the last 14 meetings in the Premier League between the two. So we're going for Chelsea to win 2-0.
Yes.
And the score we like is 2-0.
Do you? Well, I disagree. I think it's going to be 3-0.
3.
I think the way Chelsea are playing, it is, you know, they keep the ball in long periods. And as a Crystal Palace player, if when you haven't got the ball, it's hard work. And I think Chelsea just run the legs off teams. They make teams tired and they destroy them. So I can't see Palace scoring. So I'm going to go 3-0 Chelsea.
Monday night football, we've got Huddersfield versus Fulham.
Wow.
Now, this might not look a classic on paper.
Is this on TV?
It is. You going to be watching that?
I might be doing my hair.
Funnily enough, sometimes when these teams play at the bottom, it's better than you'd imagine. And the reason being, they look at it and they think, how often have we got a chance of getting 3 points, really?
Well,
whereas both of these are going to go for it.
Yeah, I think it's like you say, it's like a top of the table. It's a 6 point. It's like Man City v Tottenham, Man City, Chelsea. When them teams play, because they know they're going to be done at the end of the season.
And they've got to pick up 3 points when they get a chance. And a perfect example, recently, Cardiff played Fulham. On paper, didn't look a great match, 4-2 it ended up.
Correct.
Fulham have let in 28 goals in 10. It's nearly 3 a game. We see goals in this match. We like both teams to score. That's the bet. 2-2, correct score. What about yourself?
Well, Huddersfield, what they like? Have they got the worst attack via the worst defence, is it?
Both poor defences, aren't they?
Both poor defences. I fancy Huddersfield. Would it be their first home win of the season? I fancy Huddersfield to win. I think they'll nick it 1 or 2-0. I'm going to say 2-0 Huddersfield. 2-0
Huddersfield?
Yep, I think they're playing at home. Fulham's defence, and what I've seen lately, is shocking. He's bought 12 new players.
Yeah.
And it's too many players. He should have bought 4 quality. I think he's bought 12 players of the same standard as the players he had. If he'd have spent the money on 4 quality players.
Trying to integrate all them in.
I think he's got too many new players. I think there's struggle, so I'm going Huddersfield 2-0. My old dad, God bless him, was a Fulham fan. He won't be liking that.
So I hope you've enjoyed that. A massive thank you to you, Razor.
Nice
you enjoyed that? It's been a bit of fun. We'll have a look over the weekend.
I'm going to write my scores down. I'm going to back my scores I've done. You never know, do you?
You never know.
If it comes in, I didn't back him. We're going to be devastated.
We'll see who wins, yeah?
Definitely.
Just before I go, I'm going to be serious, just for one moment. At Free Super Tips, and I'm sure Razor will endorse this, we want to pass on our sympathies to everyone connected with Leicester Football Club in what's been a terrible week for them. And all that's left for me to say is enjoy your Premier League weekend.